Hey, what's going on, guys? Chris Alterrano here from viamaverick.com, Internet Marketing Strategies at Work. Here's my cool signature again. It's not that cool, but yeah. This video, we're actually just going to talk about putting together the actual like site structure. I know in the last video with the gold niche site, I talked a little bit how I was going to go to the store and pick up a pamphlet from one of those cash for gold stores, but it ended up being kind of a bummer because they didn't have any pamphlets. So now I can't get any like unique content as far as that way goes, but there's still plenty of ways to get content. I just figured that would be one of the more easier ways, not only for me but also for you, especially if you were following along in this affiliate journey with Regal Assets. If you're just joining me, I advise you to go check out one of the more previous videos on exactly what I'm doing. And that's building a niche site in the gold niche and monetizing that. And I go over why I chose that in previous videos. So yeah, go check those out if you can find them. So anyways, yeah, let's just get to it. So there's a couple of niche sites I've seen. Actually, there's 3 niche sites that I've seen that have been documented to make money. The first one is it's fat, sick, and nearly dead.org. That's the first one. That apparently profits about $3,500 a month. Just seen somebody document that. Kelly Felix actually from Bring the Fresh. And then the next one I've seen and this one ranks with SEO, right? So this is also SEO. So that's search engine optimization right there. The next one is security guard training HQ for headquarters.com. This one is it fluctuates between about 2 and 3K a month, and that one is also solely based off SEO. This one monetizes right here. The Fat, Sick, and Nearly Dead site monetizes through ClickBank products, so CB. And if you don't know what ClickBank is, it's basically just a digital marketplace where you can go and promote other people's products. He does have some Amazon stuff on there, so I guess the Amazon, but I'm not sure how the Amazon stuff has actually been converting for him. But yeah, I know that he's pretty much converting a lot of ClickBank offers, and we'll go check out the sites right now, and I'll tell you exactly how they're doing it. And the next one, security guards, Pat Flynn, over at Smart Passive Income. He's doing well with that one through strictly through AdSense. And then whenever somebody comes in, so he's primarily monetizing with Google AdSense. And if somebody offers to pay him a set amount of money to display like a banner advertisement, then they'll pay him, say, like $200 a month, or whatever they agree to. But I know that one's bringing in about 2 to 3K, and this other one's bringing in $3,500 a month. So yeah, the third one is obviously the one that we're kind of modeling. It's the what is it? Gold IRA rollovers, or rollover.com. I'm not sure. Yeah, it might be an S at the end of that. So yeah, basically this one right here brings in, or last month brought in 50,000, right? But it's not ranking for the primary keyword, which is gold IRA rollover. It wasn't ranking for that last time I checked. But what I have seen is when you do type in gold IRA rollovers, that there are advertisements on the right hand side of Google, which means that the owner of this site, that's Vinny C, he is doing pay-per-click. So he's getting his traffic through pay-per-click, but I mean he's got that budget. When you're making 50,000 a month, he's able to go ahead and shell out $8 a click, or $6 a click, which is freaking pricey. So yeah, let's just go check out how they're doing it. I'm obviously not. After some consideration, I liked Vinny's site, but I'm not going to model it exactly, because if it's not ranking in the search engines, then He either drove a crap ton of links to it, or he just built the website and just knew ahead of time that, hey, I'm just going to do pay-per-click. And that's fine. Some people have that, again, that ad spend to do that. Others don't. I don't. So I'm going to focus more or less on these two guys' sites right here, number 1 and number 2. So I like Vinny's site, but we're going to cross that out, even though it does make the 50K. So let's check this out. So we have Fat, Sick, and Nearly Dead. It's by Kelly Felix. Security Guard Training Headquarters. That's by Pat Flynn. So yeah, let's go check them out. Okay, so we're on Kelly's site, the Fat, Sick, and Nearly Dead website, and it's .org, fatsickandnearlydead.org. If you actually want to know how he's monetizing this right here is a ClickBank product. Actually, this is Kelly likes to kind of describe what he calls as like a money post, right? So this is a post right here. This is also a post. That's a post. That's a post. So he has 4 posts on his homepage, right? Now this right here, it says warning, mysterious yet controversial diet exposed, blah blah blah. That looks like it's a video. It's actually just a YouTube kind of like, snapshot. And if you click it, it takes you to a sales page. And this is a ClickBank product. And if I click exit, it'll have an exit pop. I leave the page. Another exit pop. Leave the page. Right. So that's a high converting offer right there. Let's go back. So that's what he has right there, which is cool. But right now what we're looking at is the layout. So that's how he's monetizing, right? And then I believe there's like an Amazon link somewhere in here. I'm not sure if he just forgot to take that out, or is that just an image? Let's see. No, that is an Amazon affiliate link. But let's see. Yeah, see, that's another one right there. So he's got 2 opportunities for somebody to watch that video if they stay on his homepage, right? But these are basically what he has on the homepage. He has it in a post format. And so that's exactly how I tailored mine on my site. But I think I actually might switch it because for SEO purposes, it's working for Kelly right here. Like, this is working. But when you go over to Pat's site, these are not posts. His homepage is not posts. See, at no point when you hover over one of the H2s or H1s is it linking you out to a post. So what this tells us is that Pat's using, on Security Guard Training Headquarters, Pat's using a static page, right? It's a static page. And if you want to do that, you just go to your WordPress dashboard, you go to Settings, and then General. And then you would go to, actually, I'm sorry, Reading. Go to Settings and then Reading. And then right here, see, I had this initially on Latest Post, but then that would not, that would just pull like all these blog posts, and I didn't want that. So I'm actually just going to create the static page. I'm going to go with the one Pat does because I just like it more. I can include a couple of money things in here if I want to, but either way, it's going to get the same result as long as I have the content flowing in. So it's Vinny's site. So now I have, that's the front page, right? Gold investments. So if you see my site right here, right now, again, I was just configuring the structure. This is the home page, and now this is gold investment. See, it made it a static page. And so now, when I go to the post page, I made that blog. I just created a page. I went to Pages, Add New, and then when you create your post page, it should pop up right here. So I titled that blog, and so now what that's going to do, when I click blog right here, it's going to pull all my blog posts right here, kind of just like Pat has it right here. You see? All the posts right here. Now see, Kelly's doing something different. He doesn't have a blog section, right? He just has these recent posts, but these are the only 4 posts he has, right? And the reason that that Kelly's able to do this versus Pat is because he's doing a lot of backlinking, whereas Pat also did a substantial amount of backlinking, but he also just has tons of posts, right? So if you go to blog, I mean, I don't even know how many pages of posts he has in here, but Pat's more focused on like, okay, let's put some quality content out there, let's keep it going, let's make Google like us, right? The all natural, organic way. Whereas Kelly kind of takes the approach of, okay, all we need is 4 posts, optimize them, and then after that we can just kind of like build a network of links, and then we can just drive links to it, right? So at this point, it's really personal preference. I personally haven't done the link building game, super thoroughly. I haven't gone and done a bunch of, backlinking before. I actually have to one site and it actually like sandbox. It started to rank, but then it sandboxed. So I did something wrong. But so with that being said, I'm pretty much just going to focus on just adding content. Because at the end of the day, the gold niche that I'm in, I don't want to just build a niche site. It's not like I'm just building a niche site for this fat, sick, and nearly dead product, right? I'm building a niche site in an industry. And so with that being said, I want to take more of the authoritative approach, which is what Pat did here with the security guard site, right? It's become an authority website. It's become like the hub for anyone looking to do security guard training. However, with that said, there's still, good tips to take away from Kelly's site. Kelly is monetizing with this ClickBank product right here. And again, this is just a screenshot of a YouTube video little player. It's not actually a video on the site. This is a ClickBank product that takes you off, right? And he has it in post format. Again, I'm going to go with the static page format like Pat. But if at any point I created a money site, or I'm sorry, not a money site, but a money kind of post area like this in the very beginning, it's what's called it's above the fold. So right here where my screen is, above the fold essentially just means that it's above, it's above where your user has to scroll. That's basically what above the fold means. So now when I scroll down, well, now that's no longer above the fold, right? So boom, right above the fold there's an offer. Same thing with Pat's site, right? Right above the fold you have AdSense right here, AdSense right here. So they're both taking that approach, the above the fold, let's advertise or let's try to monetize as soon as possible, which is always a good thing. So that's something we can take from both sides in terms of monetizing. In terms of the site structure, we can take a look at their menu area right here. There's an about page right here on the security guard site, whereas right here there's really no about page. I mean, is juicing for you? That's just a page that's for optimizing, and this links back in to one of the other posts, which is probably just it links within another page. Reclaiming a healthy life. Let's see where that links back to. Watch a short video of the juicer, Breville juicer blend. Just a little YouTube video, click here for current pricing. So now see, everything's always going back to monetization with Kelly, which is always good, no problem. Whereas again, Pat's site is more of an informational based site. And so since I'm going more of the informational based way, that's why I'm kind of going to model more or less Pat's site. Let's see, Pat's collecting leads right here. Always good. I'm not sure how he's monetizing that. Maybe he's emailing offers or just emailing them articles to get them back onto the site to click an ad. Not sure what's going on there. I did click this right here, want to be a security guard. It is an app in the iTunes store. Maybe he's an affiliate for it, or maybe he created the app. I'm not sure. Search. I know that might be like a little job board thing. I'm not going all the way in depth with that. Totally different niche. But yeah, just a sidebar. It's really basic. Security guard topics. I know this link right here links back to the home page with the anchor text and the keyword, so that's always a good job. ARM security guard training. That I believe is that a page or a post? Let's see. Yeah, but no related post. Okay, so yeah, that's a post. So now let's see. We'll go to gear. So these appear to all just be posts. It says topics, but they're posts. More popular articles. Okay. And then right here, this video right here, guys, is just for SEO purposes. All you do is you make a video, and you create a YouTube channel, called my keyword, whatever keyword you're targeting. You create a quick video on that, and then you just take that video and put it on your site, and that's just going to help you rank. It's not necessarily for a monetization purpose or anything like that. It's just to help you get look better in Google's eyes, right? So that's good. Let's see, and then these are all posts. So yeah, it's at the end of the day, the name of the game. It's all about just providing quality freaking content, and maybe adding a little social media aspect to it. Doing some external linking. I know Pat links out to Wikipedia right here. Gives some image credit to Flickr. Google likes to see that you're linking out to other high authority domains as well. I know that Kelly's actually doing the same thing, and it keeps it congruent. So if you click home, you'll see right here that reboot with Joe, that actually just takes you to the actual Joe Cross site. So Google likes that too. It's like, oh, okay, well, he's linking out to Joe Cross and stuff, and so they're both congruent. So we like that page, so we're going to rank it higher. So you know what I mean? Then there's another one right here. This also takes you back to Joe's site. Click here. That takes you back to the site we were just on. Apparently he's donating some proceeds to this little fund. So again, Google just likes to see that you are linking out to all these other sites that are congruent with what you are doing. Would have liked to see Kelly link out to like a Wikipedia or major page, but hey, if it like the old saying goes, if it's not broken, don't fix it, and it looks like nothing's broken here. This site doesn't look like much, but it does well. It makes money. This site looks a lot better in terms of aesthetics, and it makes money. And actually, this one makes more money than this one, which is kind of like ridiculous, right? But they're both using different monetization strategies, both in a different niche, both way different amount of keyword searches. I believe security guard training gets like 16,000 searches a month, whereas fat, sick, and nearly dead gets searched like 100,000 times a month. So you can tell we're like, that scales. But either way, it's around the same type of income. It's just going to depend on the niche that you're promoting. But that's the layout structure. So if we want to go out with it, just to kind of go over it, how I'm going to be doing mine, we would just look at it like this. We have our website right here. Just make a little page, right? And then I have this is a menu up top. Little menu. Here's the header area. And my header is not even clickable. Like, you can't even click the header. I don't care, honestly. I don't need to make my header clickable. It's for aesthetic purposes. It's just for looks. So that's the header. And then right here we have the sidebar, right? And then now this right here is going to be just a whole page of content, right? And this is a page, right? This is what's going to be called a static page. And again, I just showed you how to do that. You go to your settings, general, and then reading. So that's it, static page. This is all just going to be valuable content. Boom, boom, boom. And then as far as monetizing it goes, I'm being an affiliate for Regal Assets, so maybe I would click watch this video, and then I redirect. It's above the fold though, obviously, and then you have a play button, and they click play, and then it redirects them and takes them to the Regal Assets website, where maybe there's a video and a sales video or something to get the free gold IRA kit. Maybe there's an image. Click here to get your free IRA kit. And it's above the fold. Okay, well, boom, there's the first monetization strategy. And again, it's all just going to come down to testing and tweaking. And then, I'm going to go, boom, more content, quality content. I'm not going to keyword stuff, okay? It's all just about natural quality content. And then we'll link out to like Wikipedia or something, keep it congruent. And then on the sidebar, we'll have like, like pages, right? And all these pages are going to be interlinking, 1, 2, 3, 4, whatever. Then maybe we'll have a YouTube video right here. Another YouTube video. Actually, I would want the YouTube video below the fold, so I'd actually probably move that down here. And then I would have just like recent posts or something, or best post. Rename it something nice, and then just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then all these posts right here are just going to be scheduled to go out. So I'll write all the posts, I'll get all the content up, but I'm not going to activate any SEO plugins until everything is ready to go. Then once everything's ready to go, you activate the SEO plugin, and then you just start to drip feed your content. Every 3 or 4 days, just boom, a new post drips out, boom, a new post drips out, boom, a new post drips out. This way Google just starts seeing that you're just boom, the content's going, and going, and going. And then what we can start to do is we can start we'll actually just start link building to pages and not the actual homepage. This is an actual cool tip. You never want to build links directly to your homepage, right? Because if you build a link, if you build links to say like homepage, this is your site, homepage.com, right? If you build all these links to it, and then Google doesn't like it, it shuts your website down, and it's just completely penalized. Now, if you build links to, homepage.com/, like awesome or whatever the page is called, right? And you build links to that, and Google doesn't like that, well, it's only going to slap that page, but your actual domain itself will be okay. And then you can just go okay, and you can just delete that page, or just don't even touch it, just leave the page, and then you can just start, you can create another page and just try something again. So that's kind of a cool little SEO tip right there. Always build links to pages and not exactly directly to a home page, because the home page is just to grab the attention of the search engines, and everything else is actually going to be like the juice, kind of like the filler. So that's the approach I'm going to be taking. Again, it's going to be static page right here. My header, this is non-clickable. You can make it clickable if you want. And then my menu will have like actually here's actually another little observation that I've seen. Kelly has I'm not sure if there's a contact page on here. What's this? Contact us. Yeah, it's in the very corner though. It's very generic, right? Then the privacy policy. Home just links back to home, and then obviously the theme that's being used. But you can see that it's very different here, because he has the about, right? And then there's a contact page, a directory. Enter your zip code. So again, different niches, different purposes overall. Security guard jobs. I believe this is like a little HTML thing you just slap into a page and it pulls up a little job board for you. I'm obviously not doing anything for that as far as gold goes. And then contact blog, again, pretty generic. So if anything, what I would do from my side is, what I have home, I have contact, maybe I'll put blog. What else? Let's see. About, maybe an about. And then gold IRA kit or something, or maybe like gold investment kit, right? So I'll have those tabs up there, and I'll just rearrange them. And then down here I have home, blog, about, earnings disclaimer, disclosure, terms of service, contact, right? And that's pretty much it. As far as pages go, that's pretty much all you have to do. Either way, it looks, from the looks of it, Pat gets ranked #1 for security guard training, very profitable, high tested keyword. But he actually talks about how a lot of his traffic just comes from long tail keywords. And one thing you have to understand is that people are just treating Google like their therapist now. Google is their best friend. Everything's very specific. It's no longer just security guard training. It's like, how do I become a security guard in Florida? Boom, search. And then, so he's saying he gets found more or less for a lot more long tail keywords. And so, yes, his main keyword is security guard training, but he says a majority of his traffic comes from all these other long tail keywords. So, just want to focus on, again, keeping it 100% natural. Kelly, he's ranking on the first page. He's kind of taking the approach of, I want to rank for the keyword fat, sick, and nearly dead, and I'm gonna get my traffic from that, right? All these other keywords: controversial diet, extraordinary results, watch the whole movie. Watch the whole movie documentary. Nobody types that in Google. Watch the whole movie, right? Juicing out obesity, right? So he's kind of just trying to keep these words congruent. Having these, it's like apples is to oranges, right? You're not just stuffing your keyword. He's just keeping all these posts congruent just to his main, niche, fat, sick, and nearly dead. So again, Kelly's going with the, I need to rank for this keyword approach, whereas, Pat is going for the, okay, I want to rank for this keyword, but I'm not solely going to depend on it. I'm going to diversify my keyword, portfolio, and kind of just, how to write detailed incident report. That's very congruent, and that's something very specific that someone would actually search, right? It's not just security guard training. So that's exactly the same approach I'm going to be taking. Again, there's both very awesome takeaways to take from both sides, but more or less I'm going to be modeling a lot of it after Pat's site. So my first step that I'm going to actually be doing is just modeling it. Modeling this site right here, security guard training. I'm not going to carbon copy it, but I'm definitely going to model it. I, however, will not be putting Google AdSense up. I will be using, more or less kind of Kelly's approach to take people off the site and get them to my Regal Assets, affiliate place. And that's pretty much it. You know, I mean, Vinny does the same thing. Look, YouTube videos right here for good SEO. All one static page. See, Vinny's even just doing the static page approach. He's not even doing the money post approach like Kelly's doing. So look, even has some cool, like, you know, Better Business Bureau. Like, these could just be things I link out, like Better Business Bureau and to TrustLink, and you know, those would be awesome for Google too. They look at it and be like, oh, okay, you know, Better Business Bureau, and it's congruent, so they'll like that. So it's honestly, I don't think there's a right or wrong way to do it. You know, Kelly's way ranks, Pat's way ranks. Vinny's way is not ranking for gold IRA rollover. Maybe it's just because it's super competitive. Maybe he is ranking for a ton of other long tail keywords, and I honestly believe he is, because he has all these other posts right here, and like, he's got a lot of content. So I know he's ranking in for other keywords as well. So it's just going to be a lot of trial and error, and we're just going to have to see what works and what doesn't work. And you know, what might work good for me might not work good for you or for anyone else. But you know, what might work good for me, obviously it could work for you as well. So again, that's how I'm structuring my website. And so now it's all about just creating that first initial static page post. And then once we create that, we'll put some YouTube videos here on the side, and get, like, you know, 2 or 3 or 4 posts up. And then after that, we're going to turn on all the SEO plugins. And then I'm just going to start creating content and let it drip feed every 3 to 4 days, and just let it drip and drip and drip. Do some quality internal linking, which we'll go over in another video once I have some content up. And that's it. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Chris Altamirano here from viamaverick.com, Internet Marketing Strategies at Work. Thank you so much for watching this video and for sticking with me. Head on over to viamaverick.com, subscribe to the email newsletter if you want more awesome updates like this. And yeah, we'll see you over on the blog. All right, take care.